Guys, ESPN released their top 10 NFL quarterbacks according to execs, coaches, and scouts per Jeremy Fowler. And there was a very notable omission from that list. And I, as a Texans fan, I'm going to stand on business and ask, why is CJ Stroud not regarded as a top 10 quarterback in the NFL? James, can you tell me why?
Man, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I thought this was blasphemous of him not being on there. I know a lot of this, going into the sophomore year, we saw the rookie year that he had, and they just really, really judged him wrong. I mean, heck, he had better numbers than some of these other quarterbacks that are on this list. So, like, him being out of the top 10 is blasphemy for me. Obviously, I would have him ranked higher than Baker and Jared Goff out of them. Heck, even I ranked CJ Stroud over Justin Herbert. I've seen him whip his ass in the playoffs.
Period.
Put him over Herbert as well. So, like, I'm a little offended there just for that. I think a lot of people don't realize, like, they just assume that just because the offensive line stunk, that means CJ stunk. But the stats really, I mean, yeah, he might have thrown a little bit more picks this year than last year. But at the end of the day, don't let what Jaden Daniels did mean that he's a better quarterback than CJ. Don't look at what Jared did and he's a better quarterback than CJ. Because even Jared Goff, I mean, even when he played the Texans, I mean, heck, he had like 5 interceptions that game.
Yeah.
Like so I do find it odd. Like, now, if you're asking me, Spence and Jiselle, where I would have CJ out of this list, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, I wouldn't have Jaden Daniels over CJ. I wouldn't have Matthew Stafford over CJ. I would have right now probably CJ at 7, if not 6. 7. I'll go 7. I'll go 7 right now.
Do you got? Give me your whole top 10, James.
Give me my whole top 10. Obviously, we got I'll go no particular order, but we got to always have Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Jackson. We get those out the way. Then I go Hurts. Then I'll go CJ Stroud. I'll go Jaden Daniels. And then now you're getting to this list that I like. And for me, and this is me, Spence, because I'm going to bully Justin Herbert out of this.
Oh,
give me Baker Mayfield. Give me Jordan Love over Justin Herbert. And then I'll put Jared Goff right over Justin Herbert as well. Because at the end of the day, I'm becoming a results guy now. And maybe that's because I'm an Eagles fan and results only matter now instead of DNA talent that we want as a quarterback. But yeah, I've seen these guys do more than Justin Herbert has. And I know Spence has his glory book of excuses, from coach to no OC to this to that. Guess what, man? Hey, man, what's it gonna be this year? Because I know as soon as Justin Herbert falls off, Jiselle, Spence is gonna say he ain't have no receiver over like 5'8" and Lad.
Oh,
no, Lad's gonna eat this year.
No, Lad is gonna eat, but you know what I mean. You're gonna be like, it really Josh Palmer.
So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight, James. Because Jordan Love has one playoff victory over the Dallas Cowboys, he is over Justin Herbert.
In my book, that means a lot to me. Yes, give me Justin Love. Give me, they're both the same in my book, but give me Jordan Love over Justin Herbert.
Yes. That is asinine, sir. That is asinine. I was with you, dude. I was with you. I actually had the exact same top 6 as you. Well, actually, I was slightly different. I might surprise you at my 6. But yeah, Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts. That's my top 5. I think, to me, I'll hear Giselle's here in a little bit. But to me, I think that's a top 5. Like, that should be indisputable. That should be your top 5. I think it should be those 5 guys. I actually, at 6, I'm going to put Jaden Daniels, just because what we have seen with him do in the NFL, to take his team that was not supposed to be very good, and they go all the way to the conference championship after beating an impressive Bucks team and an even more impressive Lions team on the road in both of those games. I know he got mollywopped by the Philadelphia Eagles, even though it was a 1-score game it was a 2-score game in the third quarter.
Yeah.
And then, Saquon put his foot on the neck. But regardless, Jaden Daniels, great postseason. I have to put him over CJ Stroud because I do think he had a better rookie season than CJ Stroud did. But then I have CJ Stroud, and then I have Justin Herbert, Matthew Stafford, and then Baker Mayfield. That's going to round out my top 10.
Dude, I totally forgot to add. Yeah, you can also throw in Matthew Stafford over Justin Herbert for me. So I think that makes me put Herbert at like 12 or 13. I kid you not. That's where I'm at right now. Like Justin Herbert and Tua are just they're right. They're like right there.
I will say this to your point there. They were constantly compared to each other coming out of college.
Yeah.
Like everyone was talking about how the Dolphins made a mistake early on taking Tua over Herbert because Herbert, obviously burst onto the scene really quickly. But
correct.
I'm sorry, James. I understand winning is important, and that's why Justin Herbert's not in my top 5. Is because he needs to prove something. But when you just look strictly at talent, when you look at the eye test and what he can do with the ball, Justin Herbert is easily one of the most talented guys in the entire NFL. And for that reason, I cannot keep him out of a top 10 list. He is just too special naturally as a thrower of the football.
You can do it. Just quit being a you-know-what, and we can move forward with it.
You can't look past that, James. You cannot discredit how good he is throwing the ball.
I saw Bo Nix take the Broncos to the playoffs, and I didn't see Justin Herbert.
No, okay, and what did he do in the playoffs? He got blown out.
That's fine, but he was a rookie. Justin's like a 4-year pro.
Yeah.
I can't believe Bo Nix is not more impressive. You're having Bo Nix over Justin Herbert?
No. I didn't say that. But
why are we talking about Bo Nix then?
Because he did something more than Justin did.
Giselle, will you talk some sense into this man?
Come on,
let's hear your list.
He makes a valid point. He's not saying that Bo Nix is better than Justin Herbert, but he's just saying Bo Nix put himself and his team in a better position than Herbert did with the Chargers.
Yeah, I think Bo Nix is over last year was 6, and he got to the playoffs.
I was about to say, last I checked, Justin Herbert finished above Bo Nix in the standings also last year. Let's point that out. That's why Bo Nix went to Buffalo and Justin Herbert went to Houston. They both got blown out in that playoff game, but
they did. They get blown.
And neither of them played very good either. I get that. I understand. And James, you know this. But this is our first episodes that we're recording here, so we have to establish this. I am a massive Justin Herbert fan. You're a massive Justin Herbert hater, but I have never once said that. Oh man, he just needs he's gonna do this that. I think he has had a lot of excuses that you can make for him. He hasn't gotten it done. I'm strictly only putting him in my top 10 because of the eye test. But I've told you. This is the year I need to see it. There's no more excuses. He's got the O-line. He's got the weapons. He's got the coach. Those were all the excuses you could make for him in the past. Those are all they're solidified. But I think on the contrary, now that he finally has all that, I think James is not ready to have to eat crow when he starts balling out and really puts his mark on this league.
You want to talk about eat crow before Giselle goes? Hey, we'll do this right now. Let's make a friendly wager. I'll put my money where my mouth is on this one. Justin Herbert has to get to the divisional game in the playoffs. Has to get there, and he has to play well. If he gets there and plays poorly, I won't do this. But if he gets to the divisional round, plays well, and let's say he loses to either Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, whatever it's going to be. If he does that, gets the divisional and plays well to win that game and doesn't, I'll shave my beard. Right on the record. I'll look like a peanut. I ain't shaved my beard in over 10 years, and I'll do it to see Justin Herbert actually put his nuts where, on the line.
Okay.
So let's get this going. Right here online, we got July 17th. Guess what? Justin Herbert, you make it to the divisional playoff game and you play your butt off. And either if you win, I'll definitely do it. But if you play your butt off and lose, I'll shave my beard.
Okay. We'll have to I bet we'll have to get whenever that gets closer, we'll have to define what balling out means. We can put some definitions on that, but I like this. Ooh. I'm not gonna join you though. I'm not wagering my beard. I'm it's too precious. I'm sorry. I can't do it. You risking yours honestly hurts my soul a little bit too there, but I respect it. You're standing on business. You're saying it with your chest. You're saying it with your beard. I respect it, James.
Let's go.
For sure.
Giselle, do you have your top 10 list you want to rattle off?
I sure do. So my top 10 list, obviously number 1, pains me to say this, but facts are facts. It's going to be Patrick Mahomes. My number 2 is going to be, and James, you're going to love this one, it's Jalen Hurts. Not only age, but he's went to the Super Bowl and he's also won a Super Bowl. So for me, it's Jalen Hurts at number 2, honey. Please. Number 3, I'm going to put Joe Burrow. That's a bit controversial because this past season, he didn't really have all his panache. But let me tell you what, those first 2 games between the Chiefs and the Ravens, the Bengals are supposed to win those games, and argue with your mama, not me, whatever. What's done is done.
He did lead the league in passing last year.
And he lost the Commanders when we didn't know Jaden Daniels was going to do something.
That's true.
In Cincinnati. Motherfucker.
At number 4, I'm going to have Josh Allen because Josh Allen doesn't have most of the talent as of this past season. He didn't have that much talent compared to Lamar Jackson, but Josh Allen performed better. And for me, he's my number 4. My number 5 is Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
I'm willing to put him lower after this season. If he fails to go far and defeat Mahomes, I'm like, man, you're great. No. You're good. You're not great. Sorry. It's just the way that it has to be. Sorry, not sorry.
2-time MVP?
MVP awards don't always mean everything sometimes.
That's fair enough. Yeah. Continue.
But, they got to award him with something because, he has a lot of good credit and a lot of good skills, but he can't execute. And if he can't execute for me, I don't care.
Now, last year wasn't his fault, though. Like Mark Andrews is still probably sick to his stomach about what happened in that playoff game.
Yeah, but there were still other things that could have happened in that game to prevent that. In a game,
team sport.
You cannot rely simply on one play to win it all. Does it happen? Yeah, of course. But if you want to look at the entirety scope of the game, there were multiple things that could have been done on the Ravens side where they could have ended up winning, not just off of Mark Andrews. And true sports people know that. We know.
Valid.
All right. For my number 6 and my number 7, I kind of had to do a little weigh of the scales, but I did put CJ Stroud as number 6 and Jaden Daniels as number 7. I would not be upset if anybody had those flip-flop because I did ponder about that. But, CJ Stroud, that's my guy. That's number 7. Look, number 7. Love him. All glory to God. My number 8, again, this was a battle between Goff and Stafford. And right now, I'm going to say Goff. I think Goff is doing a lot better than Matthew Stafford. If you would have asked me that question a couple years ago, I would have put Stafford. But instead, I'm putting Goff. And then last but certainly not least, I'm going to go Baker Mayfield.
Yo, hey.
That's my top 10.
Spence, I ain't hear your name. Hey, see.
He hasn't done nothing. Sorry, Justin Herbert has not done enough in the last couple seasons. I think he's cool. I like what he stands for, but this is his season to make his mark. But if he fails to make his mark, then that's all on him.
I really think he's going to. I really think Justin Herbert's going to reestablish himself as that guy. That same guy that threw for 5,000 yards in year 2.
Now, Spence, hey, you know me, man. I'm out here puffing my chest. He ain't going to do jack crap. But guess what? I will probably bet his team to beat the Chiefs week 1. I probably will do it. The +2.5 to beat the Chiefs.
I like it. No, I like it a lot, actually. I really like that a lot. I'm going to go ahead and I'll say this, and we'll talk about this more in a future episode, but I'm not convinced the Chiefs are going to be so dominant in the AFC West, but we'll have to talk about that a little bit later on. But, yeah, I think y'all are absolutely insane for disrespecting Justin Herbert like that. But
there was no disrespect.
It's disrespectful not having him in the top 10. I took that personally.
Oh,
and I took that personally.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. You can take it personally.
Like Shaq. I mean, coming over here acting like Shaq, saying you're gonna punch me and shit now because I didn't have Justin Herbert in my top 10.